Okay. Hi, friends. Mm, so I'm gonna do one video which I feel like that is very important to share with you guys. Either it's like anyone who is watching the video, specifically who is living in Canada. So the time when I realized I should do this video was basically for the students, but later on I figured out like it's not only the students who are like suffering in this scenario, it's like all the age category who are struggling to get settled in Canada. Yeah. So what I observed is like I'll talk about like my community only. It's not a target to any of the community, but I'm gonna talk about my community as I have observed in my community only. So what I've seen, like students who are recently coming to Canada, so what they are doing, they are trying to get the jobs in that work culture, in that work area where they have the people from their own community. And the reason behind this is like they want to be comfortable with their language. So they don't want to communicate in the English language. So they are trying to get the jobs with those people, with them who can communicate in like their mother tongue, in their native language. So they just want to be in their comfort zone. So the only thing I want to say here is for the students, like don't put the things on the back burner, चीज़ों को पीछे मत छोड़ो. Don't like feel like you have to be in your comfort zone every time in order to get success. No, being in comfort zone and thinking about success is a short term. So if you have moved to a new country, learn, adapt the culture, learn, adapt the new things. It's okay, you know. When you commence with the new things, it's always tough. The initial stage is always tough. Either it's for student or either it's for any grown up who is like into his 30s or 40s whatsoever. So beginning is tough for everyone, but we should not go for the shortcut, or we should not go for the areas where we get more comfort. One, the day you will come out from your comfort zone, you will get success. So just to make sure, like don't try to jump into that job sector where you get your friends, where you get to see your like people with whom you can communicate in mother tongue. The only thing is the job environment will be good enough for you. You can communicate, you can talk, you can share, but you won't learn anything new. So if you're into a new country, you have to learn anyhow their language. So this gonna help you in your future. So see, because how I observe this is mandatory to do, how I why I felt this is mandatory to do, because number of times I have seen people asking, can you please help us in speaking English? We have our IELTS test for getting our PR file done. Can you please help us in writing? So I figured it out, like you guys are in Canada from last 3 4 years. Still you need help in speaking, you need help with writing. Why so? And the answer tends to be like, because we worked with Punjabis, we worked with our own community people, so we are out of the like we are not in touch with English language. So I'm like, why you guys are doing so? Now they are realizing they have done like a big mistake by getting into the same work culture, by getting into the same like native people. Now they are not like familiar with the language, they are not familiar with the accent, and now they know like that's the major thing which gonna matter in their PR file submission, because IELTS is the only parameter where you can increase your scores. You can't increase your age scores, you can't increase your like experience. So the only parameter left where you can work is IELTS. So this is what I observed, like students end up doing jobs where they find their friends, but then they forget that they need to get that work culture, they need to get that work aesthetic, they need to get that language hold. So which I feel is mandatory. So it's my request to all the students, like, okay, I know it's tough in the beginning, I know it's very tough with the accent, but anyhow you're gonna learn that, you're gonna learn that something new. So The place where I'm working, there is no Indian working. I'm working with Canadian. I'm working with a person who is from US. I'm working with one, even the one who is from Mexico. One is from UK. So I'm learning so many like accents. So it's okay. Sometimes it's tough for me also, but still there's no end to learning. There's no age to learning. It's my request again to all the students, don't opt for the shortcuts for success, because your English is the major thing which is actually gonna impact your PR file. That I mean, like, you can get PR. It's not like without English you cannot, but yeah, your IELTS score gonna matter a lot. The only way to increase your CRS is your IELTS score, because you can't transform your age, you can't transform the other parameters. So it's my request. Please try to learn the new things. I know it's tough. It's difficult to unlearn the things which have been learned in the wrong manner. So there are a number of things which we are doing in different manner, and here people are doing in different manner. So it's tough to unlearn them, because it's been ages we are learning them in the wrong manner. So it's been ages, but it's quite okay if you like try now. If you like start learning now, there is no age of learning. So do not go for ease. Try to opt those methods where you're gonna gain something anyhow. If it's tough also, but you will end up learning something. So it's my request again. I'm doing it again and again. Why? Because I'm seeing the people struggling here over the language. I'm seeing people who are on work permit, who are like working on their LMIAs, and then they are end up doing IELTS again and again just to get the score. But if you guys are doing 3 to 4 years the work in the same sector with the same people, you are not going to get any trouble with the language. So it's just the thing which you need to transform in your mind, that the shortcuts to success will always lead to disastrous situations by the end of the day. So I hope this will be beneficial to you, especially the students who always try to find out work with their friends so that they can get rid of speaking English. So I hope this will help you, and try to focus on this, try to gain something new, try to learn something new. So it's just an informative video. It's not a question mark to any community or anything. We respect every community. I respect every culture. I respect every community. I agree we should be rooted to our culture. We should be rooted to our mother tongue. But if we have decided to move, then it is mandatory to learn the language also. Thank you.